Making an indie MMO is hard as hell. Making an indie MMO when your payment company decides to just kind of stop actually giving you the money that you're owed for half a damn year, that is some just straight up bullshit, honestly. And it really, really sucks. But unfortunately, that's what Ember's Adrift is currently dealing with. There will be a silver lining here for players who are interested in trying the game because there's a big benefit for you right now. But don't be mistaken, this just sucks at the moment. Ember's Adrift, the classically inspired PvE MMO, which has continued to expand their game and even recently celebrated their 2-year anniversary, released a statement regarding an ongoing issue with their payment processor, Digital River, and what they're going to do about it. Since June of 2024, this previously reliable partner has not been paying out revenues to Ember's Adrift, and as of October, the Ember's Adrift team has sent them a legal letter, though they have not received a response. This is awful. I mean, there's no other real way to put it. Just put it in perspective of yourself. Imagine that you just stopped getting a paycheck, but then you just kept working anywhere as a volunteer because maybe that payment will come in over the next couple months, and then you find out, well, no, the people that were processing your payment, your HR department has decided they're just not going to respond to you anymore. You're left with a couple options there. What the f do you do? And it doesn't sound like Ember's Adrift is going to be packing up shop. It's actually quite the opposite. What they're doing is actually very player focused. What Ember's Adrift is doing now is they are terminating their partnership with Digital River and they are putting their players first. Optional subscriptions will be canceled to stop any further payments, but those perks won't be ending. In fact, temporarily they are making Ember's Adrift completely free with all subscriber perks, and it will be this way for a little while because they're actually going to be migrating over to Steam. And they anticipate that this process will take a few months. Yes, Ember's Adrift will be migrating to Steam over the coming months, and once they are there, they'll be returning to its prior monetization model of a low box price and optional subscription once there. But for now, it's free. You can play it for free with all the perks of an optional subscription. This is something they're really doing to really prevent like just shutting down the game for a couple months, I guess. It's a good thing for them to do because honestly, that means more months with server costs and things like that. So they will continue to be paying while you are playing for free. So while this game is essentially going to be footing that whole bill and footing, I guess, really the last several months of a bill, you can actually donate to them. They have opened up a donation link and I'll link it down below as well. If you want to donate to this indie team, it is totally up to you, but I didn't want to put that out there just in case you really want to support this game that really has been doing a lot of player focused work. They do a lot to try and meet the players where they're at and actually do things that will make people enjoy themselves in Ember's Adrift. If you're looking for a classically inspired group-focused MMO that has in recent months added some meaningful soloable loops and increased the magic within the world by expanding zones and adding the alchemy system at later levels, you can jump in and check the game out right now. This is a shitty situation for them, but it's nice to see Ember's Adrift, even under these circumstances, is doing what it can to ensure players are not adversely impacted. I can think of many big companies that would not do that. Links to the game's website as well as the donation link are of course down below. In the meantime, if you're on the fence about this game and you want to know a little bit more about what it actually is and what it looks like when you play a lot and wipe a lot, I actually sat down with the devs for just close to an hour and a half long interview with the developers as we went through different parts of new zones and got to see some new NPC types that were going into the game. And you can see that gigantic video right here. There's chapters and stuff. I think I just need to turn the sound effects because they're so loud.